Matt with IFEED here. We've just finished showing how to set the current time on your timer, and at that point it's time to think about when and how much you want to feed your horse. As you look at the clock face here on your timer, it shows what times during the day it's currently set to feed. When you receive the power supply from us, it's preset to feed 10 times a day. The feeding times are indicated by the small gray pins where they're pulled out from the timer. As you can see, it's currently set to feed at midnight, 3 a.m., 5 a.m., 7 a.m. We leave a break for turnout or working in the morning until noon, 2 p.m., 4 p.m., 6 p.m., 8 p.m., and 10 p.m. Now, that is a suggestion just to drive home the idea that your horse should be eating frequently during the course of the day and night. You can certainly further customize the feeding schedule to your likings or the needs of your horse. And to do that, all you do is change the pins and the positions that they're in. To add a feeding time, you just pull out a gray pin at any particular time that you want to feed. An important thing to realize here is that you should never have two gray pins next to each other pulled out. You always need to leave one in between. You have the ability to feed essentially every 30 minutes here because each pin represents 15 minutes. Again, looking at the clock face here, all you're determining is what times or how often during the day your horse is feeding. A separate consideration is when you go inside of each individual hopper, you'll have this gray motor inside there. It sits against the back, just inside, and it has a small dial on it with the numbers 1 through 15, or 0 through 15. You'll rotate the small dial on there, and what this is determining is how much you're going to feed at each of the feeding times you've set on the timer. Having this control allows you to feed different amounts for each horse, even if they're run off the same power supply.